we just have to get together and start taking action and bringing the evolution forward while relating to each other from the ground of being.
When people have this opportunity to experience this complete freedom in the presence of another human being, doing something that is wholly themselves, things that were not apparent on the surface begin to reveal themselves, and in the process of revealing themselves, whether it's, whatever sense of limitation they had, whatever ways in which their quote-unquote ego was manifesting, reveals itself just almost as a matter of course. And in the process of kind of revealing itself, it's almost like it's just dissolves. Something is happening which is so exciting to me. Eagle, it is so incredibly exciting to me because in every single case it happens, number one, it's completely individual and unique, but not egoically unique, not driven by the conditioned part of the person. It's driven by that part that is naturally like it's beautiful, it's creative, it's free, that's like, imbued with a kind of sense of self-discovery and of outward discovery and of musicality, because that's what I'm using. I hear it through the music. The music is the expression of it. Music is like the ink that I put on the finger of somebody that allows that fingerprint to reveal itself, you see? And I have every confidence in that ink because I know, oh my gosh, this thing really works. It's always worked, and I love it. It's like I love the color of it. It's like music for me is I love it, and I feel it, and I love it. So I'm there with the person listening for that love in them. You use that word. It's so great. I'll use love. Like, I love that word. So
yeah.
I feel very...
I'm very comfortable also with that you said that we are unique.
That's right.
We are not all the same.
You know what? It's more than beautiful, Eagle. It is actually the nature of life. You
True.
see? It's the nature of life itself, that uniqueness.
The people who are that you are working with, they don't necessarily have spiritual background, right? The people,
right?
They are just.
It varies. It varies.
You introduce to them something that for some of them is completely new, I believe, right? You and in quite extremely fast way, they experience the deepest part of themselves. And so this should be quite an event, I believe, for those people. And I wonder when they go home, what is happening. And my question is, what are you doing in order to keep those people follow up?
It's a great point.
Or let me even make the question more comfortable. What shall we do?
That's okay. No, it's okay.
What shall we do in order to keep people who continue go forward and not just having a short time experience?
It's a great question. It's incredibly important to me that there is a sustained and increasing shift in the reference point, you could say, or the locus for a person. So, interestingly, most people will experience what I was describing earlier to you, this connection inside of like 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Never having met me, I'm never having met them. Mm-hmm. And so that experience doesn't take long. And it's because of how powerful it is for somebody, inherently powerful it is. And again, this comes all the way back to, the life conditions and the existential and the human condition that we talked about. It all comes down to the fact that they experience an opportunity, they experience a relatedness and an atmosphere, an environment in which they can completely trust, profoundly trust, at the service of them, which is, and I put that trust at the service of themselves. You see, it's like, it's a dynamic relationship. So it's incredibly important to me that over time, the locus of allegiance, you could say, in that individual becomes that thing which is awakened in them when they're sitting with me. And in some cases with my students, I see profound, I'm telling you, profound change, where people are telling me, like, relatives or friends are saying, oh my God, that person is so different. Mm-hmm. And prior to the time I was working with them, I didn't know them, how they, whatever, but I'm going by the evidence of it. And it will be seen by the people around. So in all cases, it's because I'm seeing that part of themselves. It's like when you have somebody who's reflecting, who's seeing that part of yourself, suddenly it becomes apparent to you. And when it becomes apparent to you, it becomes a conscious energy, a conscious presence in a way that was not, for almost everybody, it wasn't the case before.
Very true. Very true. Already by experiencing this, those people who have it for the first time experience, as a first time experience, they discover. They go home with this discovery, and this is like what we said before, and that's it. They can't deny that they were in that place. They can't cheat themselves anymore, saying that this is not who they are. They know this place now. They've been visiting in a place that they taste it, and this is forever. Because I see what happens for them, I feel an enormous responsibility to do everything I can to help. Mm-hmm. Great. And let me add to you and tell you that you don't only help those individuals that you are working with, yeah, but you are helping. I'm putting on you now. So you are helping humanity. You are sending those people home with another perspective, with another thing in them awaken, and this. Beautiful. And this has influence on the surrounding, because this person is now sending something to the world which he did not send before, which before was suppressed and hidden in him, and now he knows another place. This place, the door is open, and the light comes out now, and this light is affecting everybody around. That's awesome. That's right. It's beautiful. I'm so really happy to that. That's right. It helps me to know greater. That's the way it is. And I'm so happy to have this interaction with you now, and I'm looking forward for the next time to be able to sit with you and talk and share with the world this way of using music in order to bring enlightenment.